Greetings, fellow music nerds and vinyl addicts. It's Hannah, the Omaha Introvert. I'm here today to film a vinyl finds video. This is stuff that I've accumulated in the past few months, new additions to my collection. If you're new here, welcome. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who commented on my last two videos in my yearly focus series, I guess, of albums that came out in a particular year. So far, I've covered 1979 and 1980. Having a little bit of trouble deciding what year I'm going to cover next. I thought I was going to cover 1981, but I think I'm missing some key albums from that year. So, I don't know. I'm also considering 1977 and 1978. So, probably going to take me a few weeks. This music geek is going to geek out next week. My boyfriend and I are taking a road trip down south to attend a massive record show, so it'll probably be a few weeks before I get to another video, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless. So let's just get started into the vinyl finds. First, I want to show a compilation I found of the Small Faces. This is called the Autumn Stone. This is actually an unofficial version of this release. It's like a 2015 unofficial release, and it's a gatefold 2 LP compilation of Small Faces material. It's basically got like live cuts, unissued tracks, and some hits. So it's a nice retrospective. I would say that as far as comps on vinyl go for the Small Faces, this is a decent buy. I prefer some of the CD compilations that have been released probably in the past decade, 20 years. So yeah, for vinyl comp, it's pretty decent. Okay, next I've got Siouxsie the Banshees and their album Hyena, and I got it for $15 off of eBay, brand new, and it's one of the recent reissues. Now it comes with this inner sleeve. Kind of a mysterious album from them. Well, that's really not saying much because they're kind of a mysterious band anyway. I mean, at least I consider them to be. So this one has more, let's just say more of maybe a mysterious edge, if that makes any sense. The tracks I really love off of this are Dazzle, Belladonna, Swimming Horses. Also, Robert Smith from The Cure joins in on guitars and keyboards. So yeah, really good album from Siouxsie the Banshees. By the way, I'm going to be showing quite a bit of 80s albums in this video, which is kind of my bread and butter, so just a little warning. Okay, next we have a punk band, British punk from the late 70s, early 80s. This is Penetration. I'm not sure I've talked about them before. I may have a few years ago. Yeah, this is another band with a female singer. Pauline Murray, I think is her name. I love her voice. So this is kind of a rare find for me. The first side has demos from 77 through 78. Really raw, energetic demos. I really like that side. The second side has a live show, or live tracks, I should say. I also have Moving Targets, actually on glow-in-the-dark vinyl. That's a really good first album, although I have to say that I think they really shine on their demos and live material. I don't know if any of you agree with that. I also have a Patti Smith cover on the demo side, Free Money, really good. And then I also picked up their second full-length album, Coming Up for Air. This is on Virgin. So yeah, Moving Targets and Coming Up for Air, very good studio albums. Too bad they weren't more well-known. I don't think many people know about them or appreciate them, which is a shame. Moving on to Talking Heads, Little Creatures. Yep, I only had this on CD before, but it was nice to find this one. This, I've just been adding to my Talking Heads collection lately. Quickly show the label. Right here. Yeah, beautiful copy here as well. This is just a great pop record. They kind of abandoned the world rhythms and the more world-focused type of music. And some people say this is a step back for them, blah, blah, blah. I don't see it that way. It's just very strong songs on here. So my favorite songs, And She Was, Give Me Back My Name, Road to Nowhere. I think I first heard that song from an 80s movie called Little Monsters. with Fred Savage. And then I also like Television Man. Great album from the Talking Heads. I think I'm only missing one studio album from them, and then I'll be complete on the Talking Heads. Okay, The Damned. Again, I'm showing a lot of 80s here. This is Anything, and this is more for hardcore Damned fans. If you're new to the Damned, don't start here. Do not. This is their mid-80s period. But this is a UK issue of this album, and that's kind of why I wanted to show it. This is a really cool pop-up gatefold. I'll see if it comes through. Do you see that? Of the band. I thought that was so neat. Yeah, I had to show that. Let's do it one more time. So this is like gothic psychedelia with synthesizers. Not sure if that makes sense. So they do a really true to the original cover of Alone Again or from Love, the band Love from the 60s. I'm sure, yeah, that's like their biggest, probably their biggest hit off of this record. I also really like the song Restless, but yeah, you get a lot of 80s over-the-top production on this, and Captain Sensible is not on this record. So, like I said, more for the hardcore Damned fan. Next, I picked up a really rad comp, and this is Athens, Georgia, Inside Out. So, and I showed this on my Instagram page recently. It's basically showcasing 80s bands, you know, from the Athens heyday. So that whole era. So you've got Pylon, Flat Duo Jets, R.E.M, Love Tractor. I love the song from Love Tractor on here. It's called Pretty. And most of these are live tracks, just so you know. Dreams So Real, another band I love. So a few of the tracks I wasn't that excited about. And I still need to see the movie of this. There is a film that coincides with this, which I will be lucky to see soon because one of my Instagram friends is sending it my way. He had an extra copy, and that's Smirkbot. So thank you, my friend. I can't wait to see that. So Athens, Georgia, Inside Out. Let's resume. So the next album I want to show is from the Wonder Stuff. I found this down at a store in Bellevue, which kind of churns out some decent finds once in a while, and I was really happy to see this. This is their debut called The Eight-Legged Groove Machine, and I've never seen it on vinyl, and that's why I was excited to pick it up. So this is a UK band. I would describe them as like power pop, jangle pop with touches of psych. Really catchy, and they have a sense of humor. So the songs I really like are No for the 13th Time, A Wish Away, and Unbearable. So good. So that's one of the power pop albums I will show in this video. Otherwise, I'm reserving most of my power pop finds until another video because I like to kind of compile everything I get that's power pop related into a video. So that will be coming soon. Anyway, inner sleeve with the lyrics and Polydor. Let me know if you guys like the Wonder Stuff. Okay, magazine and related collection updates. As you know, I've been on a magazine kick, probably for the past few videos, and I was able to score their first full-length album, Real Life, on vinyl. And I got this, saw it on a Facebook group post, a vinyl selling group, and it's on Virgin. Oh, so happy to have this. I've never seen it on vinyl, and price wasn't too bad. I mean, $30. I think it goes for a lot more online, so had to pick that up. So I've got more to show related to magazine. I got the next few in a vinyl lot off of eBay. This is a compilation called After the Fact. See if some of the track listing comes through there on IRS. Yeah, good stuff. Always nice to have a comp of one of your favorite groups. And then this is one I haven't listened to yet. It's called Play. Yeah, so this is a live show recorded at Melbourne Festival Hall, September 6th, 1980. I'm so excited to listen to this. I love A Song from Under the Floorboards, Permafrost. This is going to be good. Also, I recently showed in my 1980 video that I picked up The Correct Use of Soap So, which is actually, that might be my favorite from magazine, but I also love Real Life. So, also in that eBay lot, a Pete Shelley solo album, XL1. This is synth pop and new wave to the max. Kind of like a snapshot in time for sure. I mean, this is not like the Buzzcocks at all. This is totally 80s synths, really good stuff. Telephone Operator, great opening track. I also like Millions of People, No One Like You. And this is an album of his from 1983. Hopefully I find Homo Sapien soon. I'm really looking forward to picking that up too. Okay, let's transition into a couple of Britpop releases. I picked up Blur's debut album called Leisure, or if you're British, I guess you would pronounce it Leisure. But yeah, this is a recent reissue. It's not an original. Show the inner sleeve. Just kind of basic side there for the inner sleeve, and then the lyrics. So good. Very catchy stuff. I am somewhat new to Blur. Of course, I've heard some of their hits in the past, but I hadn't really gone into their discography. So I'm just starting at the beginning with Leisure. She's So High, Repetition, Slow Down, Come Together, There's No Other Way. I mean, some of this is really like danceable stuff. I was reading some reviews. I don't think everyone likes this album. I've been playing this one a lot. Next, an album that I've had on CD forever, and I just wanted to get it in my vinyl collection. And I got this for Christmas. This is the Stone Roses debut, part of that Manchester scene. For sure, one of my top 5 favorite debuts of all time. This is just perfection. Lots of layers to this album, right? You got some jangle, some psychedelia, dance. John Squire, amazing guitars on here. I don't need to say much about this because this is a highly revered and well-known album, but just, yeah, I needed this in my collection. You should own this on either CD or vinyl. Screw that, both. Own it on both formats because it's that good. All right, time to grab the next pile. So I found this downtown at Vinyl Cup, which is a fairly new store here in Omaha. So I found something else by the Kinks. This is a 1976 reissue, which is fine. So on a reprise, just Baroque pop brilliance from the Davies Brothers. This is part of their trilogy of 3 perfect albums in 3 years, right? So something else by the Kinks. I also talked about this last year because I picked up their deluxe CD edition, which is also a really good thing to own. Waterloo Sunset. I've always loved Death of a Clown too. Just the production is amazing. Situation Vacant, Harry Rag, Afternoon Tea, of course David Watts. So one to own, one to own. With X, I started with their first 4 CDs, the Rhino reissues with the bonus tracks, which I recommend, by the way. That's what started my obsession with X, I think, back in college. So I found this one on vinyl, again at Vinyl Cup. And it's just a really stellar copy, too. Love the picture of them on the back. Let me show. It's on Elektra. Yeah, so this is their 3rd studio album, and do I want to say it's their peak? I don't know. Their first 3 albums are probably my favorite overall. One of the most unique 80s punk bands that blend rockabilly, punk, a little bit of country, 50s Chuck Berry influenced guitars. The song that I've probably played the most from X overall is Blue Spark. I just love that song. I can play it over and over again. I love the guitar riff. It's like da-na-na, 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 da-na-na. So it's just so good. Love this band. I'm pretty much complete on what I need from them. Actually, I'll be showing one other item of theirs later on. Okay, we need to continue moving along. Killing Joke. Lots of you mentioned Killing Joke in my 1980 featurette, and just happened to find this down in Bellevue. Yeah, this is a 10-inch single, limited edition, My Love of This Land. And this was released in 1988. And actually a viewer, Tony, he's sending me a copy of their first album. So I'm fairly new to Killing Joke. This is an okay start for my collection. I mean, it's the first thing I found from them. The songs to check out: Darkness Before Dawn and Sun Goes Down. So there's 4 tracks on this 10-inch. Let me know if you guys like the songs on here. Yeah, post-punk band from the 80s, synth pop. Again, I'm kind of just starting my journey with them, so that was nice to find. Okay, continuing with post-punk, we've got The Soft Moon. This is a fairly new release. It says recorded in 2017. It's on Sacred Bones Records. It's primarily the project of Luis Vasquez right here. And yeah, this is like post-punk and industrial. I would say it's pretty dark, pretty aggressive. If you like Nine Inch Nails, you're probably going to like The Soft Moon if you want to check them out. So this is one of their more recent albums. And again, I'm fairly new to them, but if you like industrial and post-punk, you're going to want to look into them. So Dirty 3. So glad I found this too. This is Horse Stories from the Dirty 3. And this is a 3-piece from Melbourne, Australia. And I also have a couple of their CDs, but I think this is their 2nd or 3rd full-length album. Anyway, it's a double LP. And just incredibly moving, raw instrumental music. And all it is guitars, violin, and drums, essentially. And it's a 2 LP. Incredibly moving. The violin playing is what will evoke some emotions. Just stunningly gorgeous music. I like playing this at night. Amazing album. I also have, I think it's called Ocean Songs on CD, as well as their debut and Whatever You Love You Are. So just really in a Dirty 3 phase. Liars on Fire. Lots of fire on this one. This is their debut album. Yeah, this is like 80s garage rock revival. Very influenced by early Kinks. In fact, they do cover Tired of Waiting, which is very good. Help You Ann. That's awesome. Really glad to have found that. Now I'm going to be showing a CD. Trip Shakespeare. And I'm trying to think if this is their final studio album. This is called Lulu. So I got this one off of eBay. You guys know Semisonic. It's basically Dan Wilson and is it John Munson? Who later went to form Semisonic. And also Dan Wilson's brother Matt Wilson is one of the leaders of this group too. I have one of their albums on vinyl, Are You Shakespeareanced? But this one's really good. Was really impressed. Again, this is kind of power pop, but it's kind of odd and bizarre. I prefer when Dan Wilson takes the lead on the vocals like he did with Semisonic. So otherwise the vocals can be a little off-putting in my personal opinion. Really good songs off of this: Bachelorette, Look at the Moon, Down My Block. Yeah, check that out if you want something a little more off the beaten path from your typical 90s power pop. All right, next I got R.E.M's Green. This was missing from my collection for quite some time. I had to go the reissue route. This is the 25th anniversary remaster. It's cut from the original analog masters. Sounds really good, and I'm happy with it. I never see an original or early press of this, so I had to go that route. So yeah, this is their major label debut, so it's more of a transitional record. I find it a little uneven, and I prefer their earlier material, but all 80s R.E.M. is essential in my book. So, favorite tunes: You Are the Everything, World Leader Pretend, so good, Orange Crush, and Turn You Inside Out. They had a big hit with Stand. You all know that song. So, R.E.M's Green. Let's grab the next pile. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing a badass punk album that some of you may not have even heard of, just stick around for that, please stick around because it is awesome. So in this next segment, I'm going to be featuring gifts, vinyl gifts and CD gifts that I've received from generous members of this community. So I want to say thank you, and I'll try to be somewhat quick on this. So Jeff Kempen, many of you probably know his channel already. I'll leave a link down below. He did a trade with me. So this was an awesome trade. He actually ordered an extra copy of Young Shakespeare by mistake. This is one of the recent live releases, but it was recorded 3 days after my favorite Neil Young acoustic concert ever, which I have a poster of. You can't really see it right now, but it's live at Massey Hall. So Young Shakespeare was recorded 3 days after that. So it's very intimate. It's an acoustic show. The set list is amazing. Great pressing. So thank you, Jeff. I am really enjoying this. Christi, one of my friends on Instagram at Lando Vinyl, she sent me this really cool 33 1/3 book of My Bloody Valentine's Love List. And this is my first 33 1/3 book. And what it is, it's like these series where they cover popular albums, and it's just condensed into this little fun read. So really excited to have this. Thank you so much, Christi. This is obviously one of my favorite albums of all time. All right, Anthony Bernard sent me a bunch recently, and Anthony has been generous over the years in sending me some vinyl. So he sent me a bunch of reissues. First one I want to show is this reissue from Split Enz. This is their album Dysrhythmia. And this came out in 1977 originally, but it's on red vinyl. Really bizarre, strange art rock. The Finn Brothers, still really good. I enjoyed it. Just, I had never heard it before. Okay, Nick Drake with his debut, 5 Leaves Left. So yeah, this debut finds like a good balance between his more sparse acoustic stuff and the orchestral arrangements. So just fantastic. Riverman, 3 Hours. I love this album. Ooh, we got some garage rock roots right here with the Kinks debut. He sent me this reissue. Love the song So Mystifying. Obviously Really Got Me is on this one. Stop Your Sobbing. Got Love If You Want It. So there's some filler here, but you know, they're coming into their own. So marvelous, influential debut. And then he sent me Led Zeppelin reissues, which is awesome. And these both are remastered by Jimmy Page. This right here is actually my favorite Led Zeppelin album. So pretty awesome to have it. My copy had a skip in it, so it's pretty amazing to hear how these sound. I'll show that right there. Yeah, this was also my first intro to Led Zeppelin. Maybe that's why it's still my favorite. Good Times, Bad Times, Communication Breakdown, Dazed and Confused. That's one of my favorite songs by Led Zeppelin, period. So he sent me that, and as well as their second album, which I don't need to spend too much time on. Again, remastered by Jimmy Page. So Anthony, thank you so much. Super, super kind. Okay, Nicola, my friend at Wax Reliquary. She's a good friend of mine, and we've done trades in the past. She knows how much I love Japan. I gushed about them way too much on my channel. So she sent me this 12-inch single, European Sun. Alien is on the other side. Awesome. Then she sent me this really awesome retrospective of a band called Tallulah Gosh. And they were kind of an 80s guitar pop, indie pop twee band. Part of that C86 scene. They have a female singer, Amelia Fletcher. Yeah, she later went on to a band called Heavenly. So I really like the vocals. It's kind of bouncy pop, fun stuff. Yeah, nice retrospective. Thank you, Nicola. Trying to move quickly here. Then my friend Jay, he's up in Canada. His Instagram handle is Green Palm Music. He's also a huge fan of Swerve Driver. So he sent me this 7-inch single with The Hitcher and Just Sometimes from 2008. Also a Best Coast 7-inch. He sent me The Sun Was So High, So Was I. Side B has So Gone, and That's the Way Boys Are. Huge Best Coast fan. And then I told you I was going to be showing some more X. He sent me Live at the Whiskey A Go-Go on the fabulous Sunset Strip, full of energy. Just fantastic. And I think it was released in 1988, if I remember correctly, but gotta love X, gotta love him live. That is just a blistering set. And then he sent me, okay, side note, I don't know if I'm gonna be continuing my shoegaze series because I don't have a ton of interest in it, I found. So I'm probably just gonna show any shoegaze pickups, etc. in my Vinyl Finds videos. So this band is kind of a lesser known shoegaze band called Science-Feric, and they're from Canada, actually. This is their album from 1996, and this is a reissue from 2016. Just beautiful, dreamy, everything you like about shoegaze. Check out this band. This is their album called Somnium. Jay has also sent me several CDs. They're upstairs. I'm not gonna showcase them all, but thank you so much for being so kind and generous, Jay. Oh, gotta grab something else. And this video is turning out longer than I thought, as per usual. I want to say thank you to my friend Jess, and he's Love Spit Love on Instagram. He sent me this awesome CD comp from the Blanche Hudson weekend, Standing on the Lift to the Scaffold. It covers their 2009 to 2013 years. And yeah, it's kind of in this DVD packaging, but they're kind of like noise pop, guitar pop with a female singer. Really love the female vocals. A related band is Manhattan Love Suicides, which I also just adore. So thank you, Jess, for that, as well as this killer post-punk book called Rip It Up and Start Again. Simon Reynolds. It covers post-punk 1978 to 1984, of course, that crucial period. So some of the bands in here, the pop group, the Slits, Gang of Four, Devo, Cabaret Voltaire, Human League, The Fall, Joy Division, Throbbing Gristle, Talking Heads, Wire, Mission of Burma, etc. I've really enjoyed reading this, and I think there's actually like a companion to this or a recent edition, but yeah, check out that book for sure if you're obsessed with post-punk like moi. Then my friend Jay sent me a couple of CDs. Actually, I met him briefly at a record show in Seattle a couple of years ago. He introduced himself to me, so thank you for these CDs. He sent me Bardo Pond, and this is their album called Dilate. And this is like, I don't know, acid rock, psych rock, shoegaze, kind of a little bit of all of those elements. Beautiful, gorgeous album. Female vocals. You just kind of sit back and drift away when you listen to Bardo Pond. One of their awesome releases here. Their stuff is hard to find, so I really appreciate that. And he also sent me a copy of Amanita. So be on the lookout for vinyl reissues of a few of their albums later this year. And he also sent me Hope Sandoval and the Warm Inventions Bavarian Fruit Bread, which I did not own this before, so really nice to have. Of course, Hope Sandoval, Mazzy Star, just chill music. I really like Suzanne and On the Low from this album. Thank you, Jay. Lastly, I want to say thank you to Patrick, and I'll put his Instagram handle down across here. It's PW McCloskey, I believe. So he sent me this gorgeous EP from the Close Lobsters, and they're one of the most underrated 80s jangle pop groups. Really a shame because their music is just so brilliant. And this is one of the best EPs I've ever heard, actually. The track listing there. I have a box set of them, which, yeah, I've showed too many times, but I don't think Violently Pretty Face is on that box set, so that's why I was really excited to get this. And Patrick and I have done several trades recently, so thank you for sending me some awesome stuff, Patrick. Another trade from him, this is a Grail, Jesus and Mary Chain, Darklands. I can't believe this is like stellar. This is just so amazing to have. Warner Brothers, their second album. It's not as noisy as Psycho Candy. Kind of dark, brooding lyrics. I love it though. I love it. April Skies. Marvelous to have this on vinyl. Thank you so very much. Okay, now for the awesome part at the end of this video, a little punk segment, all right? I've got just a killer punk album to show you guys. So a viewer mentioned the Saints to me a while back, and I had not heard of them. When I sampled their first album, I immediately bought it on CD. I'm Stranded. This CD comes with bonus tracks. I listened to this tons, okay? Then I went on eBay, and there was an auction going on, and somehow, I don't know how, I won this album. So either a first press or early press, I haven't quite looked it up on Discogs yet. I got it for like $23, and this goes for up to $100. I would say, okay, the description on the album was really crappy. All the seller wrote was great, and I couldn't really tell what the vinyl looked like from the pictures, but you know, I just took a chance on it. Luckily it doesn't skip. However, I would grade it as a VG minus because it has plenty of clicks and pops, but it doesn't skip. So that's okay. I got it for a killer deal, right? This is high energy, noisy, loud guitars, how 1977 punk should be, right? This band is from Australia. This debut can hang with the Ramones, MC5, Stooges, Sex Pistols. It is that good. Just listen to their track, I'm Stranded, the opening track. It's perfection. It's punk perfection. So after I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm hooked. But yeah, this is 1977 punk. They weren't that well known. I watched a little YouTube documentary of sorts that I'll put a link to down below if you want to check that out. It's just an hour long, but it's a really good watch. So yeah, I'm just happy to have this artifact in my collection. You guys need to hear the Saints, so I got that. And one more thing from the Saints before I go. I got this box set. It's called All Times Through Paradise. What it is, it's a 4 CD set. The first 3 CDs on here cover their first 3 albums. So you get I'm Stranded, Eternally Yours, and Prehistoric Sounds. And disc 4 is a live show from London, November 26, 1977. So I am all in on the Saints now. All in. Awesome punk. So just wanted to show that. Okay, I'm done. Go about your business. Go about your day. I really like doing these finds videos. They're kind of low-key and chill, and I just get to blab on about music. I'll try to edit what I can to shorten this video, condense it a little more, because I tend to go on and on. Thanks for watching. As always, let me know how you have all been, and I'll see you next time. Keep spinning the tunes. Got some Runaways and Adam Ant. Yeah, this is a new find as well. Let me just grab it. This is a Japanese press of Friend or Foe. Anyway, this was supposed to end a while ago. Cheers!